Because of the virus lockdown, there's still no riding, so I'm back in the shed for another little project. This time it involves metal. So it's time to delve into the scrap to see whether I've got the stuff for the project that I've got in mind. I need some steel rod of a couple of different sizes and also some flat sheet steel. And this is what I've ratted out of stock. Got some 6mm rod, a couple of other bits that I might need, a couple of marbles which I'm going to use for the eyes, and I'm going to use the rock as the centerpiece. The rock will be the body of the crab, so everything will be built around it. Just got a bit of thin steel here that I'm bending around for the shape of the legs. But before that, I need to clean up the steel because it's just been sitting there in the shed and getting rusty. So a bit of action on the wire wheel gets that rust off. There we go. Nice and clean. Got to be clean to be welded. Using my wire as a template, I can work out what length of steel I need. So I can just start cutting that up. I need 3 lengths of this to make 6 legs, and then start bending it up and seeing whether it looks okay on the rock body. So a final test fit finds that, yep, those first ones are fine, and this is what I've now got, the first 6 legs, and they'll all get welded together like that, and the body will sit on top of them. So now comes the best part of the project, the excuse to use the TIG welder. And a satisfying thing it is too. As you can see, there's no plans for this. I'm just starting to build around that rock and changing things as I think that they need to be changed to make it look a little bit better. And let's test that rock again. Yeah, see, that looks all right. First bit done. And yes, I know a crab has 8 legs, but his front 2 legs have the claws on them, and that's what I'm doing now, using the bit of Rio rod for the end of the claws, just to make them look a bit fatter. Now to make the claws. I've got a bit of scrap stainless, and I've drawn a rough circle on it. And so I'll cut it out with the angle grinder, and then once I've got the rough cut out, smooth it out with the flap disc to get it nice and round. Now that I've got that first one cut out, I'll just use that as the template for the other 3. Now that I've got all 4 pieces done, I'm using 2 pairs. So 2 pieces will be put together and then tack welded right round the edge. I'm leaving it just tack welded, just to give that industrial look. Now I'm cutting that circle almost right in half, just leaving a tiny bit at the end. And then opening it up with the screwdriver to start making it look like a claw. claws are now ready to be stuck on the arms, and so for a bit more welding. With all these legs now on, time for another test fit. Yep, starting to look alright. But now it's time for the eyes. I'm using the marbles for the eyes, but of course they've got to be held in somehow, so I'm using a bit of flat sheet and drilling some holes so that the eyes sort of sit in the holes. And this is what I've come up with. The eyes are captured in 2 pieces of flat sheet. Feelers are next, so I'm just using a couple of bits of stainless steel welding rod for the feelers. Once I've got them tacked in place, then I can bend them to the bend that I want. Once they're in place, again I'm just going to hit the end of them with the welder to form a dob, so they've got a bit of a dob on the end of each feeler. To give this crab a bit of attitude, I'm making some little eyebrows, and these eyebrows will be fitted in a sort of an angry pose so that he looks rather threatening. Yes, I know that crabs don't really have eyebrows, but this is my project and I'm going to have eyebrows if I want to. After the eyebrows are on, I also put his mouth on, and then we've got a finished crab. Angry. But now the problem is, where can I put him in the backyard? Can I put him here? No, not really. He's too big and there's too many critters in there. What about on the table? Not really. Under this table? Well, that's full of stuff as well. And there. What about in the backyard? I guess we could put it here with all these other critters. But it's already cluttered here. So no, I don't think I'll put him out here either. Okay. What about here? No. There's a whole lot of stuff sitting here as well. What about under the garden chair? Oh look, there's a nice free spot in between the emu and another critter. So this is where he's going to live, happily lurking under the chair, ready to bite me. Well, there's another few hours filled in. I wonder what I can do next.